From the day she was born, she had this innate ability to care for other people and look out for other people.
She's very perceptive of other people and, what would make other people have fun.
She doesn't want to just sit around and watch TV all day. She'd rather go outside, ride her bike, jump on the trampoline.
She's loving and she helps people out when people feel sad. I like helping people and I like making people laugh and make them happy.
We have 3 kids. Sarah is our oldest daughter. She's 12 years old. She was born on Christmas Day, so it was our first Christmas gift. Sarah was active in summer swimming, and she loved dance and was always dancing and in dance classes. And she had taken up golf and really was just a really healthy, normal kid.
We start the day just like we started any other. We got up, we went to work, the kids went to swim practice. You wouldn't have ever had a thought that, the day would go the way that it did.
I swam for about 15 minutes and then I started to get a really, really bad headache. So I was like, I gotta get to the other end and tell my swim coach. And by the time I was at the other end of the pool, I couldn't feel my right side of my body. Out of nowhere, Sarah's swim coach just says it pretty quickly, Sarah's having a stroke. And all you could hear was weird words that she was saying. So it was kind of like gibberish.
I was in a meeting and got a phone call. Our babysitter needed to talk to me that there was an emergency. She said, I don't know what's going on, but the lifeguard said Sarah's having a stroke. And I was like, how does that happen? You could tell by the sound of her voice that it was serious.
The last thing you expect is somebody to say that your kid's having a stroke. She goes into this MRI, she's not talking to us. We don't know what's going on.
And then the neurologist came into the room and said, Sarah is having a stroke. I've heard the word stroke a lot, obviously, in my life. I feel like I kind of know what that means, but I, on the other hand, have no idea what that means. It's not a word that I would have thought that I needed to understand. So it was overwhelming. I just remember thinking, if she falls asleep, what if she never wakes back up? The doctors at that point said, our number one goal would be able to get Sarah to talk to us again. And then if she could talk to us again, it'd be great if she could walk again. Pretty heavy stuff to hear, when you just thought, gosh, 4 hours ago, I thought I had a perfectly healthy 12-year-old girl. Sarah's diagnosis ended up being, it's called focal cerebral arteriopathy. The arteries in her brain are pinched and tight and don't let the blood flow through like it should. And they said that she was at a 50% chance of having another stroke. A higher percentage than we had hoped, they would say. Her first challenges were with speech, so she really had lost a lot of her ability to read and communicate. Her stroke occurred in the area of her brain that is communication, so the doctors described it to us like Sarah had 12 years of information in filing cabinets and someone went in and dumped them all out. So all that information was still there, but she just couldn't find it to communicate with us. And so her first challenge was putting those shelves back together and getting her reading and communication skills back.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Okay, ready? Jump jacks.
She has continued weakness on her right side, and at first we didn't know what to do with that. She was right-handed for 12 years. We decided that just for her own well-being, let's try and make her a lefty and see if she could become left-handed. you take for granted, like picking up a coin, and she'll sit there and do it, and it might take her 10 minutes to pick up 1 penny.
You know, there was a period where you're like, I don't know if she's ever gonna even want to get back in a pool, but she just does.
Having such a high chance of recurrence, you want her to go to school and be with her friends and not have to worry all the time about, well, you have to stay with me because, you know, what if you have another stroke and I'm the only one who knows what to do if you would have another stroke. The American Heart and Stroke Association was really helpful. They have their FAST campaign that's easy for everyone to understand.
Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, time to call 911.
It's important to us that people really know that, and she can go out and we can feel comfortable that there's enough people out there wherever she is that they understand a stroke and know what to look for.
I thought I was really healthy, and I thought that I would never have to worry about something like that. It could happen to anybody, so I feel like pretty much everybody should know how to spot one.
What I've learned is any day something can happen and you just don't know.
I think that you get up every day and you let the busyness of life and you let things, you know, cloud your perspective about what's important. We've been given more time with her. As time goes by, the chance of recurrence goes down. Let's just take the blessing that we got and make sure that we have fun in the moment.
I've learned to never take anything for granted, because once it's taken away, then you realize how hard it is.
Sarah's bravery this year has really been something that I have admired. She's doing great thanks to a lot of her own hard work.
I really want to work in a hospital and be like a nurse or a speech therapist. So I want to do that with my more time, and I also just want to enjoy life, like play with friends and go to the pool and do stuff like that.